It's finals season. Around the nation, high school and college students are buckling down for a week or two of exams. You know what that means. Cowboys. This week on the VG Thought Commune podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Commune podcast. This is episode 10. This week we're still on Live Alive, but we're gonna cover two chapters because they're both pretty short. They're about cowboys and wrestlers. But before we get into
Wrestlers?
that, and yeah, it's about wrestlers.
Wrestlers.
Wrestlers and rustlers.
Yes.
Yes. So, Shouty, how have you been doing?
I've been doing pretty well, thank you.
What games have you been playing lately?
Lately I've been playing the Denpa Men. They came by wave.
How is that?
It's a pretty simple RPG game. But the main charm lies in going around and looking for Denpa Men.
Yes, it's mostly a toy about, walking around and looking at different stuff.
Pretty much.
And the RPG part is just like an excuse for doing that.
Yeah.
Much like, what's that RPG that comes with the console?
Oh, Face Raiders?
No,
RPG.
Find Me.
Oh, yeah, Street Pass, Find Me, yeah.
Yeah. It's like an improved version of that.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's a good comparison.
Yeah.
But you can't use Mii's. You have to rely on Wi-Fi signals. So the more concentrated areas you live with Wi-Fi signals, the better off you are.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So Xan,
you can always use QR codes to download Denpa Men if you need them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they start out at a low level if you do it that way.
So Xan, it sounds like you've also played Denpa Men?
I've played a bit of it.
It's a demo.
Yes, I kind of wanted on the demo, but I instead downloaded and bought the actual game.
Okay.
Yes, but yeah, I've been playing a bit of it.
The Denpa Men, they came by demos?
The Dempo Men.
The demo men.
So, have you been playing anything recently, Xan?
Yes, I've been playing some Luigi's Mansion 2.
Oh, that's right, I saw that in your signature. You got to B1, I think.
Yeah, B2 actually.
Okay. Is it any good?
So I think so. I think it's a very fun game. I liked it a lot so far.
I feel like I heard from someone that there weren't any bosses.
There are bosses.
Okay.
Yeah, they're bosses.
Who lied to you?
I was talking with Nintendo Freak and he said there weren't any portrait ghosts. Maybe I took that the wrong way.
There are no portrait ghosts, but there are bosses.
Yeah, the other kinds of bosses, like the first level boss was a giant spider.
I see.
Yeah.
Being possessed by a ghost.
Was it a spider, Pete?
No. Sadly, no.
I really want to play Luigi's Mansion again now that that came out, but so did my friend, and I lent it to him before realizing my own desire.
Oh.
Why don't you just get Luigi's Mansion 2?
Because that's not Luigi's Mansion 1.
No, Luigi's Mansion TOO.
Luigi's Mansion 2.
Yeah, instead of a vacuum cleaner, he has a bird on his back? What?
Well, I mean, Egad talks like one of those Banjo-Kazooie characters anyway, so,
That's true.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like Bottles. He has those glasses. All we need is Luigi that goes, yuck, 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 yuck.
No, it'd be more like, Mario!
Mario fan, you been playing anything?
Oh yeah, I've been trying to see if I can finish all the puzzles in Pushmo lately.
I'll be honest, I never got around to Pushmo, but I've only heard good things.
Oh yeah. I was mostly inspired because I got Crashmo when it was on sale, and I thought to myself, you know what? I didn't actually finish the last few puzzles in Pushmo. I might as well do that because I only had a few left to go.
You're gonna push yourself
I beat the
to
main
finish it?
set of puzzles. Huh?
You're gonna push yourself to finish it?
Yes, exactly. This joke's only funny in America, though.
Pushmo is that. I think that's pull blocks in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was really funny because the American name is Pushmo, the European name is Pull Blocks, the Japanese name is called Push and Pull. It's like they couldn't decide. I'm not entirely sure what the Japan name for the sequel is, because I know we have Crashmo, Europe has Fall Blocks,
Yes.
so the Japan name could be like a Crash and Fall for all I know.
Aren't those kind of the
That's a
same
great
thing?
name.
Crash and fall. It sounds like the European series is an extension of Boom Blocks.
Oh yeah.
That's a game people like.
No, I actually have it, or my brother has it.
Is it as good as I said?
It's okay. It's not bad, but not great. It's okay.
Okay.
Can I insert another clip about European naming schemes?
Uh-oh.
Okay. So, DSiWare, right? Alright, so
Yes.
they put, the WarioWare game Pyoro on DSiWare.
Yes.
And, in America, they called it, Bird and Beans. In Europe, it was just Pyoro.
Hmm?
And then later there's another DSiWare game, and they called it Spotto in America and Bird and Bombs in Europe. So there's no consistency there.
We called it Bird and Beans. Isn't that kind of like raunchy?
What?
What?
You know, like the bird and the bees. That's
Oh,
what it sounds like to me.
beans.
I know, but it sounds kind of like the birds and the bees. It sounds like they're
I
kind of
always
like
thought
that
it was
fun.
weird that they called it that anyway, because it's not like, we called it Pyoro on the GBA, so I don't know, whatever.
Well, that's what it's called in Japan. Bird and beans. So I guess it's a coincidence.
Oh,
Ah. Okay.
that was my thing. Carry on.
I've been replaying Live Alive a whole lot, but aside from that, I've been spending time with Need for Speed Most Wanted. Came out on the Wii U. That was nice. It's really making me want a Wii U steering wheel because, the joystick doesn't give me the fine movement that I want, and the motion control does, but there's also no feedback. So, I could twist it 360 degrees and the gamepad's not gonna, there's no way to know how far I need to move the controller to steer all the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can't use the Wii wheel
Well, I mean, the Wii wheel would actually,
to do the same, I guess.
I don't know.
Are you saying there should be a plastic shelf with a gamepad?
It would be nice if there was a stand for the gamepad, and you could,
Well, there is a stand for the gamepad.
that you could, twist.
Turn.
And, and it would stop you if you had twisted it, 90 degrees
Okay.
this way. or
So you
something
want
like that.
one of those large stands that have a steering wheel for the gamepad?
Yeah.
Hmm.
If
Are you
that was
listening,
like
Mad
$15,
Cats?
I'd spend that money on it. But, the game in general is just, I've never really understood car games, and part of it is the whole sim aspect. But I'm very
you mean
slowly
all-
getting acclimated to Need for Speed.
You mean all car games, or just more realism car games instead of Mario Kart or something?
Well, Mario Kart I can do to an extent. Mario Kart 64 is pretty easy, so I can do it.
If you say so.
But, Sega GT 2002, I own that because it came with Jet Set Radio Future.
Oh.
and I can't get anywhere in it because your cars degrade as you use them, and like if you hit stuff. So instead of spending money on upgrades, I'm spending money repairing my car, and I can't stay above water. And like I lose the game and get into an unwinnable state before even finishing 2 races.
That's so sad.
That's my story.
Most of the cowboy chapter is spent preparing for a fight with a crowd of bandits. How well you prepare is judged by how many bandits you'll have to shoot down at the end. If you do well enough, you'll only have to deal with one. Is it starting to sound like school yet?
So one of the chapters we played this week was Cowboy, and the idea is that like you run around town, you look for a lot of like it's basically Home Alone. You ransack the town for different things that you can build into traps. But unlike Home Alone, you then like you give all the traps to the townspeople and they set it up for you. So everybody in the town pitches in to set up traps to catch these murderers that are about to enter town. And they kill this guy's dad, and it's actually pretty sad. Actually, kind of a similar scene happens in Ninja. Anyway,
those are called, well, I don't know if I want to spoil it, but I guess there are certain types of scenes where that occurs in all the chapters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like where, the kid's father dies and he makes that face and he runs off.
So that happens in, Caveman?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Happens in every single chapter to one extent or another.
That's sad.
It's supposed to be played for laughs, though.
It is?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
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 The kid's face is hilarious.
What face?
The face that the kid makes when his father dies.
I don't think I paid attention to that.
You don't find crying children hilarious?
No!
Not in the context of dead parents. Anyway,
Well, this took a dark turn. I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Oh man, what have I done?
Anyway, so the point of Cowboy is you're supposed to defend this old western town from a gang of invading robbers. So you pick up materials around town, you build traps with them, and then you hand them off to the townspeople, and they all set them up themselves around town. And they all work at different paces and etc. And it's also that if you set up more traps, you'll face fewer people in the final skirmish. My first time through, I didn't figure out how to set up traps. So I faced like 15 robbers all in the same battle.
How'd you do?
It's pretty easy, actually.
Oh.
There really is no penalty for not setting up traps. Anyway, so
I also think you get more experience from that battle as well.
I don't know, actually. I didn't check. But basically, the idea is that it's all building up to that one skirmish with the robbers. So you're setting up traps so that that one battle is easier. And that kind of reminded me of a concept that runs through video games, especially associated with Mega Man, but it happens a lot of times, where the final chapter of a game is often set up as a final exam, like something that revisits the game's ideas and makes sure you understand them. So that basically, all of your gameplay throughout the entire game is preparing you for that one final exam. So, I wanted to ask, like, in Cowboy, are we in agreement that, like, everything you do in Cowboy is just building up to that one skirmish with all the invading robbers, Mario fan?
Gosh, well, it's hard to say, because, like, you do, like, one fight, and then you're doing some exploring, and then the final exam's a fight. So, I don't know, most of the chapter you're exploring and trying to, find traps and stuff. So no, I don't think there's too much relation there because you don't really have time to do anything with Sundown's moveset.
That's a good point. Where being successful in exploration and being successful in combat are two different things. I guess more what I meant to get at was that like you're graded on your exploration via the combat. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Which is still, I think, kind of the idea of a final exam.
Okay, yeah, I guess in that context, yeah, it definitely makes sense, yeah.
Okay. Zan, how successful were you in setting up traps? Like, did you get a lot set up, or?
I did pretty good, I think. I set up all except one of them.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Wow. So did you pay attention to, like, who said, oh, I'm slow, oh, I'm fast?
Yeah, I saw someone said, like, yeah, I'm faster than this guy, or I'm a lot better than him, or things like that.
Yeah, like, did you try to give them harder tasks when they said they were better?
Yeah, well, I tried to give stuff to them before the others, so they would finish faster, so that, yeah.
Oh, like...
had a more chance on getting all the traps there in time.
So if they work faster, do they come back and say, hey, can I set up another trap?
No.
Yeah, they do, actually.
They can only set up... Oh, okay.
Yeah, if they come back quick enough, you can assign them to another task.
Oh, okay.
Shouty, like, did you enjoy setting up the traps?
Well, I guess I enjoyed exploring for the traps more than anything else. The setting up the traps, it was just telling people what to do. And, there are also some, like, hidden exclusive traps, like, certain people can only, set up certain traps.
Oh, really?
If you talk to the boy, while you're looking for traps, you can get a slingshot. And the boy can use the slingshot. Another is, the frying pan, which you get from one of the hotels.
Oh.
And, if you give that to, the lady, she'll use it as a trap.
This is a very progressive game. Actually, I tried giving the pornography to one of the ladies because I wanted to see them react to it, but they were just like, okay, cool. I'll set this up.
Mean, that's why I gave the pornography to the guy who owned it.
No matter what you give him, he says, like, oh, this feels awful, right?
Yeah. I don't think he wanted to be there.
Well, who did, really?
Yeah, it was a terrible time.
Oh, I don't know. I think Billy wanted to be there. I think he was pretty pumped.
Billy's not right.
Billy's naive.
I don't think he was properly educated. If they even had education in that town.
I didn't see a schoolhouse.
You know, a bunch of hotels and barns.
Suzanne.
I regret that. I looked up a list of traps later to see if there's anything I missed, because like the shovel and the frying pan are sort of not in any treasure chest. I found that there's a horse dung trap.
Oh yeah.
Oh whoa, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a shame I missed what that would be.
Can you use it as compost?
I think it's just used to fill up one of the holes that you did with a shovel.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the shovel itself was a trap. I didn't think they went together.
Yeah.
No, they don't go together. If you set up the hole and then set up the bottom, it just has more likelihood of trapping more outlaws.
Oh, the dung attracts the outlaws.
No, it traps more of them. Like one.
I don't know. I like Golem said before.
Oh, but yeah, it's just you can use the hole for more than one outlaw.
So, Sam, did you get the sense that like the cowboy was all about building up to that final exam sort of moment?
Yeah, kind of, since first you had to collect things, enough things to set up the traps. Then you had to get off the traps fast enough, and then how many traps you set off depended on how the panel fight would be. So, yeah, I could say that.
And it seems like another chapter where, like, the combat is just sort of there, and it's not really the important part. It could, as Fox said, it could have been made in RPG Maker.
Yeah.
Could the battle system have been made in RPG Maker?
Oh, actually nowadays, probably.
Oh.
Shouty, just to, like, move beyond Live Alive, to what extent do you get the sense that any game is just about its final exam?
That's a really good question, because I feel like whenever I'm playing a game, especially when I'm screwing up with the basic stuff, like, oh man, how am I going to beat the boss if I'm screwing up with all this basic stuff? So I feel like, at least in my perspective, that I try to think of every final level as just an acclamation of all the skills that I'm learning from the beginning.
So that fits into your mental framework of video game play?
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's kind of rigid or not, though.
Actually, to that point, do you think that gameplay can be relevant to a game without being relevant to its final exam?
To its game without being... I guess if it was done conceptually, like within the storyline, it could. Especially if it emphasizes more on the storyline than its game mechanics. Even if you have two bosses, or like you have like one mid boss and a final and an end boss, they both like look similar in just like how they look, not in how they play. So one might require one game mechanic and the other might require a bunch of others, even though they look really similar in terms of just design.
I don't think I follow.
Like just the two bosses, one mid boss and an end boss.
Yeah, and the mid boss.
They just look similar in terms of aesthetic and appearance.
But the mid boss, so the mid boss requires different gameplay mechanics, but is still relevant.
Yeah, just because it looks similar.
Okay, I guess one example that comes to my mind immediately is in Spec Ops: The Line. This is going to be spoilers for Spec Ops, but I don't think anyone really cares about that game, right?
Well, I might. Actually,
oh, really?
I got that game for free, so I was kind of looking forward to playing through it.
Yeah, you should play through it. I will back off then.
Which Spec Ops?
The Line?
The newest one.
Oh.
It's that's a game with a very compelling story.
Oh.
Wario fan, do you think it's possible for gameplay to be relevant without being relevant to its final exam?
Like gameplay that has nothing to do with the end game, right?
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to mind, I don't know if you'll agree with me on this, was the first Sly game. I can't remember what else it had, but I remember the little hacking scene you had to do.
Yeah, exactly. And there were also like there were little vehicles you could ride on that shot stuff.
Yeah.
There's like one stage where you had to keep stuff like candles lit or something weird like that.
Yeah.
That was not at all relevant to the Space Harrier final boss.
Yeah, it was nutty.
I found it kind of annoying in that game, honestly. I was always frustrated whenever it did stray from the base gameplay.
Oh, really?
But,
I remember liking the Bentley bit.
Okay, I did like Robotron 2084. So Sam, are there? Oh wait a minute, actually, so Wario fan, that is an instance where there was gameplay that wasn't relevant to the final exam.
Right.
But were the Bentley bits relevant to the game?
I believe they were. I mean, it wasn't like it was an offshoot mini game, right? You had to do it because they couldn't get any farther without him doing what he had to do there.
So it's relevant just by means of you had to do it.
Yeah, like it's not like Bentley said, "Hey guys, let's do chocobo racing. It's the only way we can keep clockwork."
I don't know. So it was justified by the story?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Okay, and because the story stayed relevant within itself, like if he had literally said, let's do chocobo racing, that would not have been relevant to the story because it didn't have anything else to do with, the themes or tropes that the story engaged in.
Right, exactly. Like if he said, you know what, you guys go fight Clockwork, I'm just gonna hack into a computer for the hell of it. That probably would not have worked.
I may have enjoyed that more. So, Zanrio, I guess both Wario Fan and Shouty sort of agree that so long as a game's story is able to justify gameplay,
Or just overall presentation.
yeah, or just presentation, that gameplay is relevant to the game. Do you think you'd agree?
Yeah, I think so. But when I read the question about every moment of the game is studying for the final exam, what comes to mind for me is more if the choices you make in the game at every part has an effect at how the end will be. So it matters everything you do and the way you do it, and
that just makes me think it's impossible to have irrelevant gameplay. If the game forces you to succeed at something to move on, then it's relevant. Is that basically what you said?
well, no, more like depending on how you do in, say, each level or stage, that will affect how the ending will be. It could be a good ending, bad ending, or easier or harder to beat, or...
That's true for some games. Actually, I do like that concept. But what about games like WarioWare, where, performance in any individual minigame isn't relevant to anything else, really?
Yeah, so that would not be an example.
Well, wait, what are you getting at there?
I was trying to think of an example that did not fall under what Zanrio meant as relevant gameplay, just to define the bounds of her concept.
Oh, okay.
I think, I've never really felt great about presentation as justification. I do feel more comfortable with what Zanrio said. That, I guess one example that I've experienced recently was Super Mario 3D Land. So in the Mario Galaxy series, there are power-ups, but they don't carry over between levels, and levels are pretty specifically built around Cloud Mario or Blue Mario, something like that. But in 3D Land, there might be a level with no Fire Flower, but there are a lot of enemies that are really easy to kill with Fire Flower. So it's you are benefited by going to a different level, getting a Fire Flower, and going back to that level. So those two levels are relevant to each other, even though they're different points in the game. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't always have to be so literal a tie, where we mentioned Sly Cooper, and levels can be relevant just by in one level I learned how to avoid this arrangement of spotlights, so in the next level when I see something similar I can remember what I learned. That's how I think of relevance in games. Yeah, I think did anyone else have anything else to say on relevance and final exams?
Well, on the topic of final exams, I think one of the game series with the most literal example of this trope would be Rhythm Heaven.
Oh yeah.
Where every game you play will literally be part of the final level.
Yeah.
Is
True.
it frustrating to complete a level only to know you'll have to do it again?
Well, I mean, some games are repeated, some aren't, but the harder ones shake things up, really. No, I mean, it really depends. It's case by case, for me at least. One remix could be easier than another, so it depends.
Zenria, you are familiar with Rhythm Heaven, right?
Yeah, I love Rhythm Heaven. Yes.
Did you have any thoughts on the final exams there?
Yeah, well, it's true what Wario Fan said. In the final level, you have to... There's a remix with all the games in the game. So you kind of have to do what you did in all those games.
Okay.
And be good at all those games, or at least good at that certain part of the game. Sometimes I really suck at one of the games, but when it's just part of it in a remix, I can do it pretty well. So, yeah.
And Shouty, are you familiar with Rhythm Heaven?
Yeah.
Oh.
I am.
Did you have any thoughts on the final exam?
Yeah, just pretty much literally an amalgamation of the other mini games you've done. I don't think that, but like, are we saying that's a criticism of it?
No, just observing a phenomenon.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess from there the question would be, the mini games are relevant to the final exam, sure, but are they relevant to each other? Or is the final exam just sort of a collection
I think each mini game is like introduce a certain rhythm gimmick. Like one of them is called lockstep, and in it you have to find the in between beat to switch. So it's like a double beat within. It's like you have to find the half beat within the beat, and make sure you flow seamlessly when the little guys are dancing to that other beat.
And is that something any of the other mini games use?
No, they don't use that, but they introduce their own gimmicks. Is what I'm saying.
I see. So they're all relevant under that umbrella of they're all rhythm gimmicks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so it's like a yeah. Okay.
Wario Fan mentioned that the heart of the Cowboy chapter doesn't match its final exam. That is to say, finding traps and setting them up is nothing at all like fighting off bandits. However, we see this in games all the time. Just think about Zelda. If you find more heart pieces, you'll have an easier time beating bosses, but finding heart pieces has nothing at all to do with getting better at fighting off enemies. This is something we value, right? This gives you the ability to approach a game in multiple ways and still find success. Zanrio also brought up an interesting point. If I'm understanding her correctly, she was saying that something you do in a game is relevant to the game so long as it influences the end game. That could mean something like choosing your class at the beginning of an RPG, or finding an upgrade that gives you a certain ability. These are examples of relevant game elements that change the game itself. The state of the game is changed because of your class or because of the upgrade you found. If I use that upgrade in the end game, then I've done something relevant. However, Zanrio's concept, as I understand it of course, could also apply to player growth. For instance, in Mega Man, I could observe that the Met Tools only come out of hiding when you get close to them. Then, if there's a Met Tool in the endgame, my experience is now relevant to the endgame. The state of the game hasn't changed, that Met Tool is always going to be there, but I myself have changed because I know the behavior of an element present in the endgame. If I hadn't studied the first Met Tool, I wouldn't know its behavior, and I'd have to learn that in the endgame. You could even draw this out further to compare games to art, or how we even lead our lives. This concept really just speaks to how humans like there to be a final reason for everything. Up next, we've got the wrestling chapter. This chapter is a sequence of fights. You get to choose from a roster of 6 other fighters and take them on one by one. If they hit you with a special move, you learn it then and there. So this could lead to some interesting interpretations of the combat system, right?
The wrestler chapter in Live Alive has kind of an interesting gimmick where it's all fights, there's no exploration. But in each fight, each wrestler has 2 special moves, and if you coax them into using the special move on you, you learn it. So you can learn special moves like Frankensteiner and arm lock. I guess just to start, like, did you learn every move, and did you have difficulty figuring out how to learn moves or surviving while learning moves? Wario Fan?
Yeah, I managed to learn all the base moves there. I know it's tricky for me to coax the Japanese guy, and and the other guy with the skull mask to do all their moves on me.
Yeah, they're both Japanese, so I was about to ask.
The old, I want to call the old Japanese guy Master Asia, but this guy with the skull mask is called Great Asia, so it's very hard for me.
Oh no.
And it doesn't help that the skull mask guy, he likes to poison you, so he just loves doing that, so it was very hard for me to get both his moves.
Battlecry cures poison.
What?
Yeah, Battlecry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Battlecry's useful like that, but, when you're just sitting there, you gotta, keep running to it, make sure you're not in range of his dangerous stuff, it's kind of tricky with managing like that. It was also tricky. This is Max Morgan too. He liked to pummel me there.
Yeah. It's easy to get in a holding pattern by enemies.
Yeah.
Actually, with Max Morgan, to avoid his holding pattern, I found it was useful to use there's some move where you can throw away opponents, and it puts like a space of square, or a square space between you and your opponent.
Uh-huh.
So Max would always waste his turn moving closer to me, and I would just throw him farther away.
Isn't that like jump kick or something?
Ogre kick?
Oh, it was like ogre hole or something. Yeah, it was ogre something.
Ogre grip, I think.
Yeah.
Ogre battle. March of the Black Queen.
No, what?
Are you sure he didn't start throwing SNES carts everywhere?
No, he's throwing Queen 2 everywhere. So, Shouty, did you go out of your way to learn every move?
Yeah.
Did you have a hard time doing so?
Yeah, but then I realized that you can coax certain moves by using like either the kick move or the punch move.
Oh, what?
Yeah, if you use certain moves, they'll respond. They'll counter with the move that's coordinated with using either punching or kicking.
I was never able to get the kick move for the zombie guy, so maybe I should have tried that.
Yeah, the zombie guys, but the zombie guy's stubborn either way.
He loves biting.
Yeah, he's a biter.
Yeah. Shazam, did you get every move?
Yeah.
Did you have any particular difficult moments?
Yeah, well, in the battle, with what was his name again? Moribe Seshi, the old Asian guy. At first, he just evaded all my attacks. Got that missed all the time, and I wasn't possible to damage him. That was kind of annoying.
I really can't remember how I beat him, but I remember thinking he was easy. But then I had a lot of trouble with, like the guy who was pretty, and, Max Morgan. Shouty, I was wondering, like, you get this huge move list. Is there a use for every one of them?
I don't feel like I had time to experiment with each move, actually. But I think, it's kind of like Mega Man, and if you use one, moveset on another wrestler, you'll find it easier to defeat them.
Really? So you think, like, there are particular moves that you think are really effective against one wrestler?
Yeah. So I think each wrestler has their own weakness.
I'll be honest, I didn't really get that sense, because Suda lowers the stats on every one of the wrestlers, so I would always use that. And the Hawaiian punch kicks everybody away, so that just is like a general use thing.
Oh. I would always use Abisugari.
Which
get that from the old Japanese guy. I think it's just an attack that you can use from far away. And it does a lot of damage.
Oh, is that the one where, yeah, you get the 8 points and it's like a clock around you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked range.
With the added benefit of sometimes canceling the opponent's move.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
That too.
Yeah, sometimes it'll flip them around. 9 times out of 10.
Oh,
do that.
yeah, that might have been the move I was talking about, actually.
So that's even though opponents can get you stun locked into certain patterns, you can do the same by flipping them around.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's nice how turning around doesn't cost you a turn.
Yeah.
So Zan, did you find a use for all of the moves?
Well, not all of them. Yeah. I also like that a basic ghillie move. So I found I like that
So
move, so I used it a lot.
okay.
Yes.
So you called sort of a few favorite moves and sort of relied on them the whole way through?
Yeah.
Oh, Wario fan, did you find a use for every move?
No, not really. Well, I mean, I basically, did what everybody else did and found a good move and spammed it. But I could see how other moves could be useful. Like the military guy's moves would paralyze you or your moves. I thought that would have come in handy, but I like beating up the people. So
Actually, I beat Guile first. And there were a few times where that was annoying because I would automatically counter the enemy and then it would put the status effect of no fist or no foot on them. So then they wouldn't use their hand move, but I still needed to learn it.
Oh, I guess yeah, it would be pretty bad, wouldn't it?
And luckily though, that didn't happen very often. I definitely also agree with the sentiment that you didn't have a lot of time to experiment with what you learned. You got one final boss. It's not like Mega Man where you get Wily's Castle and you have 4 stages to play with all the stuff you got. It's this tiny battle that's easy to cheese, like a lot of the other battles in that chapter. Did we have any other thoughts on the wrestling chapter?
I liked how it was set up.
It was cool how it was set up, like Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one thing I like about this game. It's they always throw something different at you.
Yeah.
It's
I like that too.
It's actually,
not always a straight RPG or something,
I guess we picked the 2 good chapters to do this week. Like, not only are they both really short, but there's one where the combat was kind of irrelevant and was all about, the presentation and the overworld exploration and stuff like that. And then with the wrestling chapter, there literally is no overworld, and it's literally just about the combat. So they play off of each other nicely.
That's why we call this Western.
Wrestling. Or wrestlers.
What?
What?
Don't make me arrest you.
Well, if you needed more proof that Live Alive isn't about the combat, the Cowboy and Wrestler chapters make a perfect example. The Cowboy chapter made for interesting discussion that linked us to larger concepts in gaming, while the Wrestling chapter didn't lead to a whole lot. Maybe I'm missing a point somewhere along the line, but it seems like the chapter just served to highlight how single-note the combat is. You find a good move, you stick with it, and you're good to go. I'd like to think the combat in Live Alive has more potential than that, but I don't think it's ever realized.
So before we go to bed this week, I just figured we'd hit up a quote of the week. We didn't do it last time, but it's important not to forget to stay relevant to the world around us. And because a wrestler had such a huge impact on us all, I thought I would choose a quote from Hulk Hogan, who is one of the giant figures in wrestling.
You gotta see with a Hulk Hogan voice.
I don't know how to do a Hulk Hogan voice. Does anyone here know how to do a Hulk Hogan voice?
I could try.
Do you have the outline open?
Yeah, I have it. I'm looking at it.
Can you?
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. All right, to all my little Hulkamaniacs, say your prayers, take your vitamins, and you will never go wrong.
Man, he's pretty mad about that.
He's pretty mad on a lot of things.
He's pretty furious when it comes to personal health.
And religion. He doesn't even care. I don't think he cares who your god is, though. That's, like, open-minded.
This is a gaming podcast, Golem.
That just means we all pray to Shigeru Miyamoto.
I don't know. I might be converting to Arenaism.
No, he's the second coming
of video games.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that.
Kacho be with you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, every time someone sneezes. Gotcha, bless you.
Kacho bless you.
Did we all take our vitamins?
No.
Were they Flintstones vitamins?
I take my vitamins when I eat.
Yeah, I don't really take vitamins.
I don't either. I think I've let down the Hulk in all subjects here.
Yeah. But I don't recall ever going wrong.
Well, I mean, you say your prayer, you take your vitamins, and then you will never go wrong. If you fail to meet the two qualities there, you're kind of scared. Yeah.
Can I take my Pikmins instead?
You're gonna eat a Pikmin?
I don't see why not.
Look, I understand their plans, and that's good for veganism, but they're also kind of a little alive,
They're also animals. They're half plant, half animal type.
Yeah, that's not good there. Plus, one of them's poisonous.
I'm sure I could work down the poison. I think the poison only affects smaller creatures like dogs.
Are they named after the Vita Vita carrots?
Pick carrots.
Was that the joke?
Yeah.
Alright.
This reminds me of those. If anyone heard of those Pikmin cartoon things that's going to be shown on 3DS.
Oh yeah.
The episode has Olimar blending what looks like Pikmin, and then
then it pans out. And he's just making a shake with pick carrots.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh no.
You're looking forward to Olimar eviscerating a Pikmin?
Well, look, it's been a couple years since I've seen the guy. All right, I'll take what I can get.
I just wonder what Olimar looks like in his leisure clothes.
I don't think he has leisure clothes.
So he's just always in his spacesuit?
Yeah.
He's gonna be in his kitchen with his spacesuit on?
He's a workaholic.
Wait a minute, he doesn't have a spacesuit in the opening to Pikmin 2, does he?
No, he does. He's in the opening to Pikmin 2, he's just arriving back from the first game.
Oh, poor guy.
The game literally starts off from the last game.
It's a regular Wonder Boy 3.
Oh.
So, Zan, any final words?
Well, what can I say? No.
Okay. Shouty, any final words?
Is there really a Hogan quote that doesn't end with brother?
I pulled it from Google.
And
Google has never lied to me.
Not yet.
Maybe it's abridged.
What?
Maybe it's an abridged quote.
Why would you abridge brother out of it, though? Isn't that, like, the most defining thing?
Maybe the person reporting it was a new guy. Didn't have any idea what Hulk Hogan's quirks were.
Crazy guy.
I'm not his brother.
Where's our strange family?
Can every Hulk Hogan quote be rewritten to take brother off the end and then put on the beginning, to my dearest brother?
I think that can be arranged.
So, Mario fan, any final words?
Yeah, I think I regret my my name choices for both the cowboy and the wrestler sections.
What were they?
Well, for cowboy, I named my guy Clint, except there's a writing character
The
named
Clint
Clint.
kid?
Yeah, the Clint kid. And for wrestler, I went with Macho. But
Alright.
you know, I think it's all right. But I think I should have named him like Domon or something.
Ooh.
I named him Squash, so I thought that was a fitting name for a fighter, but also fruit themed.
Yeah. What about the cowboy?
Oh, Colonel. Kid Colonel.
Oh, that's right.
The Colonel Kid.
Oh yeah, the Colonel Kid.
Well, he went on to join the U.S. Army.
Oh.
Thank you, everybody. I'm here all week.
Okay.
Sanrio, what did you name your guys?
Standard name.
Okay.
Alright.
No shame in that.
Yeah. I went with Gogurt for cowboy. I was telling Mario fan earlier this week, I think that may be the best decision in my entire life. The Gogurt kid. I crack up every time I think about it. It's a little self-serving.
Are you a Go-Gurt kid?
No.
Are you a Danimals kids?
See, Danimal didn't fit. Because it's 7 letters.
It's 7 letters.
It would have been Danima.
Well-
Danima Patrick.
I think we can consider that maybe Gogurt was named after the cowboy.
Oh no!
Oh.
And with the wrestler, I went with something a little more predictable. I named him Lil Mac.
Oh,
Wait,
It does fit.
wait, is there enough
Does fit.
space for that?
Lilmac.
Oh,
Lil Mac,
Okay.
so
that's
a
good.
weird foreign name.
That's like it's an homage. I guess that's okay. Is there a bike chasing scene in? No, there isn't.
no.
But it does run along with the city skyline in the background, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty close.
Wait, what were you asking before? Before you mentioned the skyline?
Oh, is there a bike chasing scene?
Bike chasing.
Like in Punch-Out? Isn't that in
Oh,
Punch-Out?
you were asking if Live a Live had bike chasing, not Punch Out. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What? How do you not know that?
I've played Punch-Out very sparingly.
I don't believe you. I don't buy that for a second.
It's on sale.
I know it's on sale.
He knows everything is when everything is on sale.
That's right.
So when something's on sale, that means everyone has played it.
Of course.
In a perfect world.
Oh, no, that's not... Oh my god, I didn't even realize. No, when Wario fan, when you said, I don't buy that, then I said, that's on sale. Not Punch-Out is on sale.
Oh.
Alright. Oh,
Oh, gosh.
I think you're trying too hard.
You mean you didn't know you were actually advertising the sale?
No!
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Now I have to pay you.
Yes, that's all advertising.
Subliminal
Next,
advertising.
anyway.
Punch Out featuring Mr. Dream only on your Wii U. Buy today.
Ah. So Wario fan, you're gonna play Spec Ops: The Line, right?
Yeah,
That-
eventually.
I really want to play it. Alright, I guess that's it for this week. Arrivederci.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
All music in this podcast was from Live Alive. I'll leave you on this final thought. While final exams are one trope in gaming, they find a partner in the all-encompassing intro level. For instance, look to Metroid Prime, where you get to use some of your most awesome equipment right at the beginning, just before losing it all. Intros can sum up a piece of art in much the same way an ending can.
Our special guest this week is Friendly Floyd from the Mario comics, right?
What?
Friendly
You're not
Floyd from the Mario comics?
Super
I
Mario
know
Adventure
that
comics.
character, but why is he our special guest?
I don't know.
I thought we were getting Arino.
Areno?
Arno?
Cacho?
He'll be here to talk about Master Quest and what he thinks of Spider Pete.
did you say master or magical?
Magical.
No, he said Master Quest.
The Legend of Zelda Magical Quest, starring Mickey Mouse.
Oh no.